Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So after 4 years of owning this vehicle, it's time to hand this car back. But before I do, I wanted to share everything I've learned, the good, the bad, and whether I do it again. So if you're thinking about getting a Tesla or any other kind of EV or returning one soon, this video is for you. So why am I handing this car back? Well, the lease has ended, so that's a short answer. But it's a bit more than that. It's also about what I've learned after driving this car every day and living with it through real world ups and downs. So the car's really beautiful to drive. It's intuitive, it corners really well. You just feel like you can just do anything with a car. It's a family car that tries to act like a sports car, and I think it gets the balance quite right. But here's where I'll go into the things I didn't quite love. And on the theme of sportiness, one is the stiff suspension. I hated it from day one. I got used to it around the first year, and I kind of still dislike it, and I think I particularly notice it when there are passengers in the vehicle. The second thing is about range. I think in the first month or so you'll probably have range anxiety, especially when you're going on road trips, but you get over it after a month or so, and what it really takes is for you to sort of plan a bit better. If you can charge at home, wonderful, you will never have range anxiety, but when you're doing long trips and you're relying on third-party chargers, it can be a major consideration. Also on the theme of mileage, for example, if your car was rated 100 miles in terms of its full capacity, in real world use you'll probably achieve something short of that, maybe around the 90-mile mark. If you're driving on the motorway, that's when you'll sort of burn through quicker through your battery, and in winter you'll probably get a bit less than that as well, so that's something to consider. I found, like, driving in and around London, it's standard, like this is the regular Model 3, so it suited most of my needs. I wasn't making many trips up to the Midlands and up north where I'd have to stop by, and even when I did, and I'll leave a link to some of those videos in the corner here, it wasn't that much of a big deal to sort of rest at a station for like half an hour, recharge and then go again. It's probably good for my driving, if anything. Another negative that I found, and people don't speak about this enough, is how expensive insurance is for electric vehicles. Out of the 50 odd categories there are for insurance, with 1 being the lowest in terms of premiums and 50 being the highest, Teslas are almost always near the top. And for cars that are deemed to be safe, and they've passed so many tests in North America and in Europe in terms of car safety, the premiums are so expensive. And I get it, they're expensive cars, they're new technology, but something makes me feel like as a customer, you're not quite getting the true benefit of having a safe vehicle by having low insurance premiums. But maybe somebody in the comments can explain. The other real negative, of course, is Tesla's association with Elon Musk, and I think it's such a shame because Tesla is a progressive company. They produce amazing products, despite what people like to tell you about, Tesla's build quality or they're overrated. Most people have never been in one. A number of those who have been in one have never driven one, and they haven't compared it actually to the quality of output that a lot of legacy automakers put out. Long story short, they're great cars, and I think they deserve to be where they are. That said, Elon Musk has been on a mad one of late, and I just cannot really get behind who he is as a person, and that's really difficult to reconcile because I think what the company stands for is great, what the man stands for isn't as much so. And so it's a really challenging part of owning a vehicle such as this. So as we come to the end of the video, you're probably wondering what's next for me. That's going to be another video in itself, but what I will say is that I'm likely going to stick with an EV. I've just found having an EV really convenient, and that was even before I had a home charger. Now I've got a home charger, I never really have issues around range anxiety. I don't really have to factor in charging in my day unless I go on really long road trips, and I think those instances are few and far between. What I will do is I'll give you my opinion on the offerings from a lot of the other legacy automakers and also some of the emerging competition coming from China, and then I'll give my opinion soon. In the meantime, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts and comments, whether you agree or disagree on some of my thoughts around owning a vehicle, and whether I've given you more insight into sort of what it entails to drive an EV or a Tesla Model 3, if you will. Well, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.